is there any specific diet that you recommend for people, especially on TRT? Something like keto diet or carnivore? Is there something you prefer?
Sure, sure. No, that's a great question. I could go. You might have to stop me here. I can go about this for the whole show. Yeah, so I think there's a few general diet things here, and then the rest you kind of fill in for your preference. I like to see everyone get somewhere around a gram per pound of body weight, or ideal healthy body weight, right? So if you have a lot of fat to lose and you're 300 pounds, maybe you don't actually need 300 grams. Maybe 200 is your number. So get that in protein per day. I think that's a very important thing. We talked about fats earlier, so I think making sure you get some essential fatty acids. If you need to supplement that, great. But as far as fats go, somewhere around like 0.3 to 0.6 grams per pound of body weight, just for general health and digestion and good functioning. I think that's kind of the minimum amount of fat you should be getting, and then you fill in the rest with carbs. Right? Carbs aren't the devil. They're not evil. They're, their body's preferred fuel source, especially for someone who's, exercising hard and wants to perform. I know someone will comment and say, I know a guy who's an ultra marathoner or an elite power lifter and he's keto. That's great. It can work for some folks, but in general, that's a pretty good way to do it. But if you have a preference towards eating a little bit, some fattier foods, I think as long as you're hitting your caloric goal, and you're meeting your protein requirements, the rest of it is negotiable. Things like keto or carnivore, it can be tricky. It can be tricky. They can skew some other health markers. Some people it doesn't affect them at all. But I think don't fool yourself and think it's some magical thing to do. Something like a carnivore diet, I think, can be a nice thing as a base for an elimination diet. And some people need a gut reset. We've taken a lot of stuff. Even if you think you're eating healthy, good stuff, there's all these additives and artificial sweeteners and all this junk out there. If you just want to give your gut a good reset, give yourself, 3 months of just eating, meat and water. And then, maybe you don't eat like that forever, but that'll change you. That'll fix your gut and get you feeling pretty good. But as far as, order of importance of things, I mean, it's the amount of calories you're eating per day to meet your goal, whether that's maintenance, right? So you're eating isocaloric, you're not trying to gain or lose weight, right? If you want to be you want to lose fat, you're going to need to be in a deficit, whatever that amount is. If you want to gain some muscle, you probably have to be in a little bit of a surplus. If you're a new beginner, you could probably make those same gains at maintenance for a period of time. And then the next thing on the priority list is meeting that protein goal. The rest is negotiable.
Yeah, sure. I agree. I've always been a proponent of flexible dieting. So you just eat what you want. Everything, can be good as long as it's not too much processed food. Try to avoid that, all additives and colorants and so on. But just try to eat healthy within your caloric restrictions, your protein, your healthy fats. Completely agree, Mike. That's what I do.
Yeah, you do that 80% of the time, and you're doing better than 90% of the world. So that extra bit of time, give yourself a break. It's fine, right? I mean, someone's birthday and you want a piece of cake or something, have the cake. It's okay.
Sure. Yeah, it's easier than being too strict and then full of the boat.
Yeah, that's what I see a lot with people who go with something like a keto diet. They think this is the end all be all, and then they fall off their wagon. And what do they have?
Exactly.
Or they start finding keto treats, and now they're back up to being, eating too many calories anyway, and the whole plan falls apart. So